Hey everyone, welcome to another video of Fox Reacts. This time, we're going to be looking at an old classic death battle. Death Battle. Danny Phantom versus the American Dragon, Jake Long. Old classic Nickelodeon versus old classic Disney XD. Now it's time to see which one of these teen heartthrobs really would have been the king of the cartoons for teenagers.
There's a thin line between the natural and the supernatural. And for some reason, the weirdest of powers keep showing up in teens. When's it gonna be our turn? Danny
That is
Phantom,
something.
Amity Park's half-human, half-ghost superhero. And Jake Long, the hip American dragon of New York City.
That is actually a question. Why is it that whenever superpowers appear in any reality, it's always teenagers that get it? The emotionally unstable. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Well, then again, I guess maybe if you're emotionally unstable, you're powerful or something? I don't know.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
A death battle.
Young Danny Phantom, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine. It was designed to view a world unseen. He's gonna catch them all, because he's Danny Phantom. Nice, but let's focus on his backstory. What do you mean?
Okay.
I just did.
Okay.
Song. Fair enough.
Intro.
Danny wasn't much different from your usual high school teenager. A bit awkward, a bit geeky, but not unusual. Except for the fact that his parents had taken up a very unusual profession. Yeah,
Ghost hunting.
Ghosts! Among their spectral-seeking equipment was the Fenton Portal, meant to open a rift to the realm of spirits. The Ghost Zone! But then Danny took a look inside of it. There was a great big flash. Everything just changed. His molecules got all rearranged.
And fuse them with
Okay, I'll stop. Unbeknownst to his
ectoplasm?
parents, the portal
I don't know.
permanently changed Danny's body, transforming him into a Happa, or a human infused with ecto energy, aka ghost powers. And when
Half
ghosts
human,
started
half
invading
ghost.
the living world, Danny took it upon himself to catch them all. And despite this show starting in the early 2000s, that's not talking about Pokemon. Weird coincidence. He soon became known as the supernatural superhero Danny Phantom. And for some reason, nobody figured out that Danny Fenton was Danny Phantom. People are dumb. Maybe they were just playing along? He is a kid.
Actually, the only person I ever did figure it out was his uncle Vlad. I mean, he was the only one to say it, and then in one episode, even his parents found out about it from his evil future counterpart. Does his evil future counterpart even have an actual name? I don't think it was ever said in the episode. As far as I know, it never was said.
After all. Now they're stupid. To catch ghosts, Danny used a lot of his parents' signature gadgets, including the Fenton Thermos. Once a clever way to sneak your beer into concerts, now a device that sucks up and traps the undead. Wait a minute, is this kid a Ghostbuster? Or, I guess, a Ghostbuster? In a way, but
In a way,
ghastly
yeah, in a
form
way.
meant he could do many things that Bill Murray could not. He can do anything a ghost can, like floating around and spooking the shit out of people. He can fly, sense other spirits, freeze foes with ice, create equally spectral clones of himself, possess
That
others,
frost
turn
breath.
invisible, and expel ectoplasmic energy in the form of barriers and attacks. Oh yeah, he's a laser-shooting ghost. Ectoplasma. Whatever. He can fire beams from his eyes,
Uh-oh.
his finger, and even his spectral sphincter. I guess
That's
why
a
they
little
call
gross.
him Ghastly.
That's
Maybe you should see a doctor. But his deadliest, most exhausting ability is his ghostly wail. This one comes from the other end, where he's literally yelling at people. He really is a teenager. This
Still
wail
his most
is an
powerful.
omnidirectional burst of ectoplasmic energy, which, at its strongest, can eradicate weaker ghosts in a single shot. See, just like that.
pretty much like that, exactly.
Why? Danny's proven himself as a powerful ghost fighter again and again. Like the time he went Kamehameha on this poor skeleton at a mini golf course.
Dang!
Comparing Danny's size to the crater formed, the energy needed to vaporize this much much terrain would be in the ball or golf park of around
Ha.
550 tons of TNT.
Wow.
His ectoplasmic beams tend to be considered actual lasers. I knew it! They move in straight lines, burn on contact, bounce off reflective surfaces, and can be channeled through a magnifying glass. So they are likely comparable to light in both makeup and speed. And he's shooting and dodging these things.
So, if his ecto-lasers are actually lasers, then technically that would mean that ectoplasm would be on the visible light spectrum in a way. Or I guess possibly more on the ultraviolet light of it. I mean, it does make a lot of sense.
On a daily basis. You'd think with speed like that, he'd never be late for class or get smacked by some of these heavy hitters like his nemesis Vlad or this dragon lady, Dorothea. Dorothea's fire breath was powerful enough to disperse a large cloud formation. Measuring the distance between this castle and the outskirts, we determined the cloud would, at minimum, need a radius of over 300 meters to encompass the landmass the castle is situated on. Dispersing a cloud cover of that size would need over 7 kilotons of TNT. He even beat up his future self, Dan Phantom.
Okay, there it is.
That shows that he's matured, because he's Dan now. As powerful as Danny is, he's still a teenager and has all the arrogance and moodiness that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
And he's got a really bad habit of losing his powers in the most random ways possible. Meet a genie? Powers gone. Shrink ray? Sure, why the hell not? I'm just surprised he
Yeah, it
didn't
doesn't make
trip into
complete
his own
sense.
thermos at some point. Oh wait, he did. Still, Danny
Multiple-
has saved his
multiple
hometown
times.
and the entire world time and time again. He had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. He's here to fight for me and you. Oh, damn it! Now you have me doing it. Go it, ghost.
I remember that episode. It was the series finale. Oh crap, come on, not an ad. I really gotta figure out how to stop that from happening.
Thousands of years ago, a group of mystic warriors were formed. This was the Hunts clan.
Whoa.
And their mission was to eliminate all magical creatures from the world. But these Foot Clan wannabes were in over their heads thanks to the most powerful creatures of them all, the dragons. In short, every corner of the world has a dragon tasked as a guardian of the magical community. This mantle is passed down generation by generation. So after the Chinese dragon's daughter moved to America, her son became the first American dragon, Jake Long. He's cool, he's hot like the frozen sun. He's young and fast, he's the chosen one. He's the American dragon. You're gonna do this the whole episode, aren't you? Probably.
You know, my main question just about the show itself is, why did they change the animation style? Well, I mean, at first, Jake Long takes the form of a European dragon, and big, muscular, and very tough. Yet eventually, the show changes hands, and he's redesigned to fit more of the Chinese dragon, which technically shouldn't make sense. Because his grandfather was the Chinese dragon, and with him being the American dragon, you think he would take more of a European body. Or, well, I guess what they call it is a Western dragon. And as China would be an Eastern dragon. No, wait, is it? I don't know, something like that.
Jake was only 13 years old when he became the newest protector of magic. His responsibilities became tough to handle alongside school and friends. Lucky for Jake, he didn't have to go it alone. His grandfather was his mentor in martial arts and all things dragon, and had a magical dog, Foo Dog, who I'm pretty sure has a higher body count than any of this show's villains.
Oh, the Titanic.
Rest in peace, DiCaprio, you handsome devil.
Oof.
I learned how to fight bears from watching you. I'll never let go. To be clear, Jake possessed the ability to transform into a draconic persona, complete with brand new physique and abilities. Oh, duh, he's a freaking dragon! He's got the claws, the teeth, the tail, the wings, and of course the raging, burning fire breath! He was throwing fire from his mouth, his hands, and even his burning beehole. All of you
Why
should
is-
really go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Dragon forms in super super top condition. He's even got ultra sight and vision thanks to his eye and ear of the dragon powers. Perfect.
Definitely
when
useful.
some pesky ninja punks are trying to get the jump on you. Gotta hate it when that happens. That's why it's always important to have anti-ninja protection.
What? Where did you sign up for that?
Why do you think I bought 10,000 screaming rubber chickens? Try and step foot in my shaft, you stealth assholes.
He doesn't even
Let
need
us stick to the
transform
roof.
fully to use these powers. Technically, Jake can morph individual parts of his body at
That was
will.
close.
Man, I wish I could transform into a dragon. Nothing would be sweeter than kicking ass as a magical fire-breathing super lizard.
The key word being magic.
Yep, he can fight magical creatures ordinary people can't, including ghosts. He can even use his chi to create doppelgangers of himself for a helping hand.
As a dragon, Jake is tough enough to smash through steel, hold up a pillar, and annihilate a house with a simple sneeze. He can produce enough flame to obliterate several sheets of stone. Measuring the size of the hole here next to the girl in the shot, we can tell his fire breath destroyed over 6 million cubic centimeters of stone.
Nice.
Which would need over 30 tons of TNT.
That's like getting hit by 3 mother-of-all bombs, which was a massive 10,000-kilogram nuke. You wonder if Jake ever uses breath mints?
He can also fly over 100 miles
I
per
wish I
hour,
could whistle.
moving from ground to
Oh,
cloud
well.
level in mere seconds.
And he can dodge lasers too, and they're totally light lasers, reflecting off mirrors, straight consistent speed, all that stuff.
Jake has accomplished a lot as the Amdrag of New York City, but it wasn't always easy.
Yeah, being a teenager's hard, not to mention keeping his powers a secret from his monster-hating dad. Really landed a winner there, Mom, whose own father is a dragon monster.
He's defeated the Hunts clan over and over, fought off his own evil clone, and even outdid the Dark Dragon himself.
The ultimate dragon.
The dragon of
around
death.
The world are scared shitless of this guy, but Jake whooped his butt and sealed him away for good. Or at least for the next 1,000 years. That'll be someone else's problem.
Unfortunately,
Classic.
Jake has one distinct, unavoidable weakness. Sphinx hair.
Like the Egyptian lion riddle lady?
Exactly.
Well, that's not
Huh.
random at all.
Young and brash though he may be, the world can rest assured that Jake Long will carry on the dragon's legacy.
He really is the hippest fight.
This is awake.
Air-breathing super lizard out there.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, now before we get on to the fight, I want to ask y'all, who do you think will win this battle? Danny Phantom, the teenage ghost fighter, or Jake Long, the American Dragon? I'm gonna put some money down on Danny Phantom. I mean, come on. He's a homeboy. Come on, Danny. Crap. Got an ad.
A challenge for all of you. Go to every
Hold on.
computer and
Sorry.
attach your mouse,
Sorry about this,
grab your
guys.
sister,
Sorry.
mother's computer.
Okay, back to it. I really need to get a good editing software.
There! Back where it belongs!
Yo, back to steal something else? Dragging up.
Hello to Ollie, but okay.
You got 3 seconds before the Amdrag's gonna show you out.
What? Going goes!
There he is.
I didn't count 3!
Nice. Ooh, landed on the tail. That's gonna hurt.
Wanna try something else? I don't want this to drag on.
Ah, nice.
How's this?
Oh yeah, I'm the Amtrak of the NYC, and you ghost kid ain't got nothing on me.
Ooh. That was some power.
Eye of the dragon. Where'd he go?
I see. Ooh, now that was some power. Ooh.
Ready for more?
Not a bad trick, G.
Anything you can do?
I can do better.
Now it's almost impossible to tell which is which. Huh, I saw one duck to the side. That must be the real one.
Too hot for him. But I'm way cooler.
Ah.
Hit. Ow! A to the A to the N N Y. This dragon's got claws and wings to fly. But I'm still better than this other guy.
And a Kamehameha to finish the fight.
Time's up, pal.
Sorry, Disney.
Well, looks like this dragon got burned.
This was a very unique matchup. With both fighters having such different power sets, it was fascinating to watch them clash together. Jake was
Agreed.
technically more skilled thanks to his grandfather's martial arts training, and has proven capable of harming ghosts. But Danny's power and plethora of abilities was difficult for him to counter.
Yeah, Danny's no slouch and has fought a few more battles than Jake. Plus, Jake's never dealt with a ghost as powerful as Danny. Those cranky Civil War spirits didn't exactly have ice beams and ghost lasers.
While they may have been similar in light speed reactions, Danny's flight speed was definitely higher. Also, Jake's fire was comparable to 3 GBU-43 warheads, commonly referred to as the mother of all bombs. However, Dorothea's fire was equal to 700 of them.
And Danny took those flames on like a champ, which means Jake didn't have the firepower he needed to knock the teenage ghost down for good.
Danny could overpower Jake's fire with his ecto projectiles, match Jake's duplicates with his own, and even slip past Jake's heightened senses with his invisibility.
And while Danny had all those counters, Jake didn't have any against Danny's will or possession.
Jake may be the American dragon for good reason, but he couldn't match up to Danny's impressive power, durability, and ghostly abilities.
It didn't take long for Jake to fall short in this fantastic battle.
The winner
Oh.
is Danny Fanta.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below. And if you want to watch more stuff, click the boxes right over there.
Next time on Death Battle. She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. Well, anyway, y'all, thank you for joining me and for this death battle. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all next time for a new death battle. Well, maybe it will be She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. Maybe it will be something else. Until then, this is Mass Fox signing out. Have a good day.